What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by the channel. I know it's been a few weeks since I've uploaded any new videos, but I've been taking some time spending with the fam and also trying to acquire some new gear to do more reviews on. And one of the things that I have picked up recently was this Kershaw link folder. And if you're in the market for, I guess, sort of a knife that you could really use on a day-to-day basis and not really worry about it. I know there's a lot of you guys out there that have like these $300-400, Benchmades and all these other Gucci knives, and that's great. But most of those probably sit in a safe or probably sit in a drawer someplace and don't get used. This is not one of those knives. I picked this up, I think, at Walmart, of all places, for about 50 bucks. I don't know if they still carry them. I think I picked up the last one in my location, so I know that Walmart will cycle through different products and things like that, so it may or may not be available there. It's the only place that I've actually seen in Phoenix that actually that carries this knife. So Sportsman's, Cabela's, and all those big retail shops, I've never seen it there. But I do know that Kershaw knives kind of get cycled out, and it's basically available when it's available, and then after that you don't see it again for quite a while. But this knife, you guys, is a pretty nice. It's a pretty nice knife. I think, like I said, I think I've got it for around 50 bucks. If you go on Kershaw's website, I think they're selling it for $69 or $70 or something like that. That's the MSRP on it. But you could probably, if you can find it, you can probably find it for cheaper than that. So it is a flipper, and honestly, when I was looking for an assisted opening knife, and I compared this to just a crap ton of other different blades out there, kind of in the same price point, and even actually some almost double, basically $100 and less. And I was just looking for something that I could use, that if I broke or if I lost, that I wouldn't be really pissed about. So 50 bucks seemed like a pretty good deal, even when I compared this to other knives in a higher price point. A little bit of a background on this: when Kershaw made the link, they were trying to basically bridge the gap between more expensive knives that were using higher quality materials to basically a cheaper or a more affordable EDC knife that the average man could buy and use. And so this is sort of the missing link, pun intended. And I really do feel that way. I really do think that they literally nailed it with that intent. So let me just go over some of the specs real quick here so you can get an idea of what we're dealing with. But so it is a flipper, like I said. It has the flipper here. It is assisted opening. The action itself is really smooth, you guys. I compared that action to just a bunch of different knives when I was doing my shopping on this, and it is pretty fast compared to even some of the faster knives, or I'm sorry, some of the more expensive knives that are out there. And I think speed does matter when you're talking about having an assisted opening flipper like this. I don't want it to catch on anything. I want it to be smooth and accurate, and I want it to have a powerful deployment. Words are hard today. But also, I don't want it to fly out of my hands because the spring in here is like ridiculous. I've got another knife that I'll be doing a review on that I actually did buy, that it was so strong that the knife ends up like flying out of your hands, which is obviously going to be bad for a lot of different reasons. But this does have the Kershaw's SpeedSafe assisted opening feature, and it basically just allows you to open it up quickly, easily, with just the push of the thumb stud, and you're good to go. And even if you needed to, I believe, if you didn't have this, like say this broke off, you could open it up that way too if you're a complete retard, but whatever. But it's pretty seamless. It's pretty smooth. I really like the blade. The deployment to me is just kind of on point. The The grip or the handle is, I believe it is a glass-filled, kind of like a nylon. It's not bad. I mean, it's not G10, it's not micarta, but that's totally fine with a knife that I paid 50 bucks for. And actually, it's pretty grippy. This textured center is really not bad. And my only gripe with this is here, it would be nice to have just a little bit of jimping, because that's where your thumb goes. And I feel that it's just a little too smooth. I mean, it's okay, it's not a big deal, but having some jimping there would just really kind of push this over the top, I think. All in all, pretty happy with the handle material. The knife itself does just feel good in your hands, and it just feels secure and proper. The belt clip is pretty nice, actually. It's reversible, so you can put it on the right-hand side, you can put it on the left-hand side for all your lefties. And you know, really, it allows the knife to sit pretty deep in the pocket. So when you are wearing this, you're only going to see the very end or the butt of the knife sticking out. It's a very minimal amount. So if you're somebody that likes to carry deep, giggity, and you know, you don't want to display to everybody that you're carrying a knife, then this is definitely the knife and the knife style that you probably want to look at. The actual blade material itself is 420 HC stainless steel. So it's not some crazy high-end steel that you really have to worry about. This is pretty decent it's a pretty decent steel type for what you would actually be using this knife for, you guys. So again, it's an EDC knife. It's not, you know, it's not a battle knife. You're not doing anything crazy with it. This is a good box cutter. You know, opening up letters, whatever you guys tend to use your flippers for. This is a totally sufficient blade steel for it. It actually came with a decently sharp edge, but then we put a nice sharper edge on it, even at home. So all in all, 420 HC, totally fine. And I believe that Kershaw, they claim that there's a decent amount of carbon and chromium to even boost the hardness even more. And it also has a decent amount of corrosion resistance. So again, 420 HC is totally sufficient in Kershaw's configuration of it here. So I think that's pretty much it as far as the mechanics and all that go. The one good thing for a lot of you guys that I think is probably pretty important is this knife is made in the United States. It's made in Kershaw's Oregon manufacturing facility. Everything, steel, grip, I mean, everything is made. It even has it stamped in several different places. It's on the blade. I don't know if you can see that, but there's actually an American flag on it, and it says made in the USA. But then also there's a USA stamp right here next to the butt, next to the lanyard hole on the grip. So if you don't like carrying Chinese made knives, I totally get it. And you don't want to spend $1 million on your blade because you're afraid you're going to use it and break it, then definitely take a look at the Kershaw link, you guys. It is a outstanding knife. Not even only for the money, it's just an outstanding knife, period. I'm super impressed with this. So real quick, just a recap. You've got a knife that's made in the United States. It has the SpeedSafe assisted opening feature. It is a flipper. It is also a liner locker, which I didn't cover yet, but it's got a pretty solid liner lock on there. Good engagement. It does have a lanyard hole. It does have the 420 HC stainless steel with the dark finish, which is actually kind of nice because this kind of finish allows you to hide like fingerprint marks and stuff like that get kind of annoying on satin finish knives. So that's kind of a nice touch. It has the glass-filled nylon handle. The blade length overall is 3.25 inches. Closed length, you're looking at 4.4 inches. Overall length, you're looking at 7.6 inches from tip to butt. And then the weight on this is about 4 ounces. So Again, great knife for somebody looking for a new EDC flipper or just an EDC blade to use in general. And for anywhere between a price point between $50 to $70, I think it's a pretty good deal. So that's pretty much it on this knife, you guys. I really don't have anything else for you. So do me a favor, if you like these reviews, let me know. I've got a couple more knives that I'm going to be doing some reviews on. I apologize for the lag in posting videos, but I was just trying to acquire more gear to do videos. And so if you like this video, if you like the content that you're seeing, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. Share the channel in your social media would be a great help to me to help grow the channel out a little bit. And if you guys have any questions or comments, or you have any recommendations on knives or other gear that you'd like me to review, do me a favor, put a comment in the comment section. I do go in there and let me know what you think, okay? But again, that's pretty much it. That's all I've got for you. So I guess until the next review, I'll be seeing you.